To the Japan Summer Language Program webinar. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Caitlin, and I'm a member of the Study Abroad team here at AFS-USA. I want to give you a very warm welcome. Today we'll review a little about AFS, give an overview of the program and some highlights, talk about a packing list, travel and logistics, and also provide some helpful tips. AFS-USA was founded in 1915 and works to build a more just and peaceful world through international education and exchange. We provide life-changing intercultural learning experiences to individuals, families, schools, and communities through a global network of independent, nonprofit AFS organizations, each with a professionally staffed office and a team of dedicated volunteers. AFS also works with vetted non-AFS partners who have met AFS's standards of quality. Welcome to Japan. During this intensive one-month summer immersion program, you'll get to know the people, customs, and language of Japan. You'll attend 4 hours of Japanese classes each day and then engage in a unique cultural exchange by living with a local host family. After your language lessons, you'll have the chance to explore Japanese art, food, and society by participating in group activities and taking sightseeing trips to nearby historic locations. You'll likely live with a host family in Tokyo, Osaka, Sapporo, or Nagoya. Your location will be determined by your language skills, as classes for various levels are taught in different areas. Tradition and family values are very important to the Japanese, as is respect for elders. Nuclear families are common, but you might also find homes with 3 generations living together. You can expect your host family to keep a tidy house and conserve water and energy. During this month-long summer program in Japan, you'll receive approximately 80 hours of Japanese language classes. That breaks down to about 4 hours per day, 5 days per week. Lessons are offered at a professional school with classes of around 5 to 12 students. After your language lessons, you'll have the opportunity to participate in many cultural activities, such as ikebana and shodo. At the end of the day, you'll go home to your host family, where you can practice your Japanese and taste some fresh and delicious homemade meals. Is this program right for you? It might be right for you if you want to be fully immersed in Japanese culture by living with a host family, or if you're interested in learning Japanese in a structured setting. Also, if you want to have an opportunity to sightsee while also experiencing getting to know a local community. This program may not be right for you if you're not interested in structured language learning within a classroom-like setting, or if you're not so interested in living with a host family and having your time and schedule be more structured and supervised. We wanted to share a little bit about what to pack for your Japan program. Remember to bring clothes that layer, so warmer clothes for night when it's cool and cooler clothes for the daytime when it'll be warmer. Be sure to bring plenty of sunblock, a hat, sunglasses, your cell phone charger, and also a USA to Japan converter and face masks to use while you're traveling on public transportation. We wanted to review a little bit of travel information. AFS-USA will book round-trip international travel for you. In the weeks leading up to departure, AFS-USA will also provide you with more information regarding your program, such as flight details, important contact numbers, what to do in different scenarios, and additional travel information. We'll also provide guidance on domestic travel itineraries. We provide a flight chaperone who will travel with the group to Japan, and we'll also be sending you some AFS merch. What is included in the program fee and what isn't included? your accommodations, your international airfare, any fees for program activities, access to our support, international travel medical insurance, visa and support guidance, those are all included in your program fee. Some things that are not included in your program fee that you should keep in mind is domestic travel to your international departure city, any visa and passport fees, any required COVID-19 testing fees, and also any spending money that you want to have with you on program. I wanted to take a moment to review the support process. You'll see the chart at the top of this slide, which outlines AFS's chain of communication. Parents and families are assigned to an AFS-USA support staff person. That support staff person communicates with AFS Japan staff and sometimes local volunteers, and the local volunteers communicate with our AFSers on program. If there are ever any issues or challenges on program, it's always best for our AFSers to reach out to their local volunteers first, since those are the folks on the ground. Those local volunteers talk with the AFS Japan staff, and AFS Japan staff in turn will talk to AFS USA support staff who communicate back with parents and families. If you call between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. on non-holiday weekdays, you'll be connected to the participant support emergency line. If you call outside of these hours, you'll be connected to our 24/7 duty officer system. You'll see the phone number for our duty officer highlighted in yellow at the bottom of this screen. Some helpful tips to think about prior to your program. The currency used in Japan is called the yen. We provided the current currency exchange rate here, but it's always good to check before you go, as that exchange rate can change. Most US debit and credit cards work in ATMs in Japan, but it's also important to inform your bank that you'll be traveling to Japan. While all food and expenses are covered, you'll only need spending money for souvenirs, extra snacks, etc. Learn as much as you can about Japanese culture. Read Japanese news, listen to Japanese music, watch Japanese TV shows and movies. Make sure you study some common Japanese words or phrases. You'll be sure to want to use those when you first greet your host family. Thank you so much for participating. Your next steps are to create an AFS-USA account, choose the programs you're interested in, and tell us more about you. Once you submit your pre-application and your eligibility is confirmed, you'll be asked to select your preferred program. After you do that, you'll be assigned to a study abroad specialist who can help guide you through the rest of the application process. If you have any questions or concerns, please email us at studyabroad@afsusa.org. This is a monitored inbox by our study abroad team, and we'll get back to you as soon as we're able. Thank you again so much for joining us for this webinar. Let the adventure begin.